Probably one of the better fish I've ever caught on this spot. Yeah, he's not as big as he thought he was at first. Little 2-pounder.
Well, we're out in 16 feet right now and finally made some contact. Just a little 2.5-pounder, but got him on St. Clair crayfish forage grub. It's a St. Clair crayfish version, just a little guy. But looking for signs of life, that's signs of life. We'll look for something bigger.
There's a school of them. If we were to throw another bait in there, we definitely would hook up again.
Nice, Randy.
Getting a little bigger.
Okay, well, these aren't deep fish, these are shallow. We're only 3-4 feet, oh my gosh, come back here. It's got a lot of life to them yet. Here we're looking for them deep, we find them shallow instead. Okay, come on. Got him on a drop shot with sweet green. We're just kind of cruising along and I made a cast out on a dark spot. That's something a little better than we've been getting. So, well, that grade might make 3 pounds, but really best fish we've seen so far today. Well, I'm out here with Randy Forszt from Chesterton, Indiana today, and we've done just about everything we could today. We've been in deep water in the Mile Roads. We've been outside the channel system, working on some spots there, most notably the Firecracker. We've went up in the channels too, and for the most part been disappointed, but finally we get out here. We're in 3 feet of water, and we found a little structure out here in the flats in Walpole, and bam, you know, we got some fish. So we're finally catching something. It isn't exactly the 4-pounders we're looking for, but they are nice 3-pounders, and there's a lot of them. So we're just making long casts. We can sight fish some of them, but for the most part we're making blind casts and just hoping that the fish that are in the area see what we're presenting, which isn't hard. The water's really clear here, and they're able to see that. So for the time being anyway, we started our day hours ago. It's getting in the afternoon now, but for the most part we're happy with what we found. We're still looking for some bigger fish. We're going to stay at it and report back to you in a little bit. Boy, for lake fish, these guys are really strong. Fighting like river fish. No, 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 this way. No, not that way. Hard to turn them. Hard to turn them. Oh, Randy's a little better than I thought. Sweet green on the drop shot again. Making long casts. Okay, come on, baby. Here we go. Oh, hello. Hello, there.
Best fish yet, I think.
All right, so.
Oh, what did he just spit up?
I don't know, I'm trying to get it. Looks like a bluegill or something. Tell me that doesn't look like a bluegill. Something big, could be shad, but I think it's a bluegill. So he just coughed that up, and that is our best fish of the day so far. That one's pushing 4. Didn't look like it when we looked at them, and we can see them, in the shallows. And these two fish that we saw in this area here didn't look that big. But I'll take them. All right. Shallow fishing today. So Randy, it's 2016. What brings you up here this year to Lake St. Clair?
Club tournament.
Yeah, what club?
St. Joe Valley Bass out of South Bend, Indiana.
Okay, so you guys come up here for a few days, do you?
Yeah, most of us come up here for 4 or 5 days.
So as far as you're concerned, how long have you been fishing St. Clair? Like, when's the first year you came up?
I'm thinking around 2001, 2002.
How about every year after that? Have you missed one?
Nope, I haven't missed a year since.
Oh, okay. What kind of stuff have you been fishing up here?
Well, I've done a little bit of everything. FLW Opens, Strand Opens, Bass Opens. Did that for several years and then just decided a few years ago to take a break. Also do Angler's Dream. We came up here every other year. The Angler's Dream Championship is up here.
You've been doing pretty good in that, haven't you?
We took second last year.
Nice. Well, you got your club tournaments. It's a big tournament weekend, isn't it, out here?
Well, you've got our club, you've got R&B, you've got state finals, you've got BFL. So yeah, I think it's a busy weekend. Plus, who knows how many other local clubs will be up here.
So as far as the fishing goes today, how would you describe it?
Challenging. Not what I would have expected. The fish we're catching are coming from much shallower water than I would have expected anything to be caught today. In the key spots that you would normally catch fish in this time of year, nothing there.
About how many guys come up in the club?
This year we got 14.
Oh, that's a lot to make the trip. All of them from Indiana, right?
Yes, everybody from back home, yeah.
Wow. Well, that sounds like fun.
Hoping to be, but right now this is a tough bite. Got 2 more days to figure it out.
Well, I think you will. You usually do.
Fish though. I was just driving that way, all of a sudden, a big old black spot out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, oh, that. I just gotta turn around and try. Well, I know. It's been a slow day. I don't know how you're doing.
As I mentioned before, we did cover a lot of water today, a lot of deep and some shallow. The good news is it's been kind of quiet for the last couple of weeks. Not a lot of aggression on the fish's part, but we had definitely found them aggressive in 3 to 4 feet of water over there by the stakes. So that was a welcome change. And again, we're probably looking at about 16 pounds. Working that pretty hard, throughout the course of the day. I think that's pretty doable over there at the stakes. Other than that, you might want to think about fishing 3 to 4 feet of water elsewhere in the lake, possibly. There's been some reports that the mile roads are still producing fish shallow. I haven't hit it myself personally because we keep looking for those deep schools. And we're going to keep looking for those deep schools. One trick you might use this week is to look for groups of boats out in deep water, and that may actually help you locate some of those schools, find out where they are. There's going to be a lot of boats out there, a lot of tournaments fishing, so you might want to kind of hover around there. That might give you a clue as to where some of those schools are, or might put you very close to where you think they should be. We're looking at some north winds coming in this weekend, and possibly looks like south on Sunday. So it's going to be shifting around quite a bit. It's going to move your spots around, what's available. Today is Thursday and the wind's blowing really hard. So it kind of takes some spots out of play. You might want to keep that in mind. Also, the fishing pressure will take some spots out of play for you as well. So it's going to be a very strategic weekend as far as where to fish, but certainly if you go over to Canada, there's going to be a lot more open water in Canada to fish, and there again you'll want to find the schools out in open water if you can, out deeper, and you have a better chance of winning some of these tournaments. So as always, I hope we're bringing you some of the best information on Lake St. Clair bass fishing, and we'll see you again hopefully next week on stclairreport.com.